sure next time we get it a little bit. Do a space break, okay? That's it, Cheyenne. That's all we got. All right, now for this evolution, what you do is come on around. Come on around. You're going to get a little wet. Don't worry about that. Come on around. It will be like the tree as what you're attacking. So just there across the front. Boost it up then, okay? All right. We don't have a lot of water left on the boat. Yeah. Right. Okay. Our mission here at Mount Hope Fire Department right now is to support the Mount Hope Fire Department and the community. And our second mission, well, our primary mission is support of the helicopters for LZs coming and going up on the summit. We have our P-19, which is located over here for that purpose. We send a crew up there every time they have LZs that come and go. The second mission is up there is to support the fire suppression at the camp itself. We have firefighters today that are up there pulling a 24-hour shift in the Boy Scout Jamboree with a pumper from the Mount Hope Fire Department, along with 3 guys from the Mount Hope Fire Department. And then actually our third mission is to assist the volunteers here with any traffic accidents, EMS calls, fires that may happen in and around the area of the summit and the town itself. We're probably about 12 or 14 calls since we've been here. The most recent was a structure fire with Oak Hill the other night about 11:30, 23:30 hours at night. We was up there for about an hour or so on a crawl space fire, structure fire with them. We handle anything here dealing with EMS calls. We've had a few drive-ins for heat exposures. We've had some medical calls out on the town and a few apartments here that we've run. And then we had to do standbys Monday while all the Boy Scouts were responding in. Because all the buses coming in, we were in deployed positions with all the fire trucks and locations to be ready on the spot for an accident or any emergency that may come up there. I'm a full-time firefighter with the 167th Air Wing as a state firefighter back home, and we do day-to-day training as in our career field, whether it be auto extrication, EMS, fire, aircraft. So we bring all that together at our base, and then we'll respond out here to help people in our state, which we really enjoy doing. While we're here, we also use that training for our day-to-day job here. So, and because of some of the training we've gotten back home, we've also helped train some of these guys here and work with some of these guys. It's kind of like sitting around a chair exchanging stories. You know, it helps out with those guys. They learn what we do, we learn what they do, and it's a camaraderie. We work together well. So, and that training back home is just, whether we're in wartime activity or whether we're in our state helping out, you know, it's really great, and it works good, and we enjoy being here. It takes a toll on the firefighters, and a lot of people don't see that are just out there as John Public. They don't see the heat stress that they go through, and we've got to perform to help them. People are running out of a building or out of a car, we're running in, you know, and we're encountering even more heat. So that's not something that a lot of people, you know, that recognize right up front. And we prepare for it by being hydrated all the time. Firefighters, they say there's a lot of downtime, but you have to be ready at a moment's notice. So it's not like you can be out here running 5 miles a day and then turn right around and turn out gear and be ready for the job. So, and they don't some people don't understand that. You know, we might not be doing some of the PT work that some other career fields may do, but we've got to be ready to get in that turnout gear, and we may be in that turnout gear for 5 minutes, we may be in it for 5 hours. You know, it just, a lot of people don't see that side of it. The 167th was tasked to send 6 firefighters down here, which we did. We have, like I told you, we have 2 up at the summit right now. One of those will get relieved at about 2,000 hours, somewhere between 1,800 and 2,000 hours this evening. We have to have 3 people available to go with the P-19, such to go for an LZ, whether it be for a medevac LZ or whether it be for whatever LZ that's tasked to come in. And we do have LZ sites at the summit up there that's pre-designated, but we may have to set up an LZ somewhere that's not pre-designated, such as a roadway or wherever else it may happen. So we have to have that P19 available for that. Plus, we're also trying to supplement here. So it's juggling some balls with just 6 people, but the summit's the primary up there, and that we have those 2 guys that are fully stationed up there, and then everybody else is just available down here to handle whichever emergency comes up first.
On our off days from the summit, when we're not up at the hill at the Jamboree, we're helping these guys out here at the City of Mount Hope run fire calls. And then when we go back to the summit, we're fire protection up there for the Boy Scouts and then the staff that's working up there. The experience down here in the city, a couple nights, Sunday night, we called a structure fire, mutual aid fire with these guys. We're actually on the first attack line in, put the fire out. As far as up on the summit, we've honestly been running a couple medicals and landing helicopters for the most part. We haven't fought any fire or anything up there yet. It's a big adrenaline rush. You never know what you're going to run into. Every call is different, so you don't run into the same thing on every call. So it's just, you never know what's going to happen. We're working well. It's, never met these guys before a day in my life, but we come together. It's like a big family already. I've only known them for a week, but it's already a big family. We're working great together.
It's an opportunity to work with other men that that it's got an insight on different things that you never see, and you can talk to them, and they can tell their experiences, and you can tell them your experiences, and I think that it's a great opportunity that that everyone should be able to have. The P91 has been on scene several times, and they've taken an active part in different things on the summit. And off the summit, they've had their role as firefighters in our community.
The most important training we did before we get here was our structural response. When we support them in their town, when we respond on their engines and their apparatus, we represent them, and we absolutely want to make sure we're putting our best foot forward. So we did the training involved in that, so when we get to a working house fire, we are on ball when we get there. The warmer the weather, the more activity we have. The scouts have, they get somewhat dehydrated, so we're assisting with that as well. When we do the town responses, we have been on working fires, and we supported them as well on several of their calls in town. What I enjoyed the most is the interaction with the volunteer firefighters. They've absolutely treated us outstanding. The Mount Hope Volunteer Fire Department is a very professional organization, and they have welcomed us with open arms. We have trained freely with them, and we are certainly proud to be part of their organization. We're down here as firefighters, but absolutely our most important thing is public relations and interaction with the Boy Scouts here. We always want to maintain that professional attitude with them, and also with the Mount Hope Volunteer Fire Department. We have a total of 6 firefighters that came down from the Martinsburg 167th. 2 are on station 24/7. The other 4 are in the community serving in that capacity.